talking about how we keep him, and the Chiefs change their scheme to make sure that he stays safe on the field. After everything that's gone on, you do have to make that accommodation. Before that, we're going to get to the strength of what he has done in the past versus what he will do. What does that look like? But we start that Patrick gave us a little bit of news here. I am not one that feels that golf is the most athletic game, or that you need the most athleticism to perform. But it is something. It is a couple of aspects that I think just getting out there and doing it. And as we speak, we're seeing more and more pictures of
Patrick Mahomes is smiling again. He's back on the golf course. He's posting videos. He's walking without crutches. And yet, Chiefs fans are more nervous now than they were a month ago. Because while the internet celebrated one viral golf swing, injury experts, NFL insiders, and even Andy Reid himself quietly revealed something much more concerning. Patrick Mahomes may not be Patrick Mahomes when the 2026 season begins. And that changes everything. The entire NFL world froze back in December when Mahomes went down against the Chargers. Not just because it ended the Chiefs' season, but because this wasn't a minor injury. It was a torn ACL and a torn LCL. Two major ligament injuries in the same knee. For most quarterbacks, that's terrifying enough. But for Mahomes, it's even worse. Because Mahomes isn't just a pocket passer. He survives chaos. He improvises. He escapes pressure. He throws impossible passes while sprinting sideways. That mobility is literally what makes Patrick Mahomes different from everyone else. And now, doctors are questioning whether that version of Mahomes will even exist this year. This whole conversation exploded after one unexpected moment. A golf swing. Mahomes posted a video from his charity golf event this week, and instantly NFL fans went crazy. At first glance, the video looked incredible. He rotated cleanly, shifted weight onto the injured leg, followed through naturally. Some fans immediately started screaming, "He's definitely playing week one." Others called it a miracle recovery. And honestly, at first, it did look like unbelievable progress. But then the experts stepped in. Former NFL team Dr. David Chow dropped a reality check that completely changed the conversation. He said there is no way Mahomes will be 100% by week one. Not because Mahomes isn't working hard, but because biology simply doesn't move that fast after ACL and LCL reconstruction. And here's the scary part. Chow believes Mahomes may technically be able to play, but not play like Mahomes. That's the difference nobody's talking about. Can he stand in the pocket and throw? Probably. Can he escape edge rushers? Can he cut off one leg? Can he create magic outside structure? That's the giant question mark hanging over Kansas City right now. Then came Andy Reid's comments, and they were carefully worded. Too carefully worded. Reid praised Mahomes' rehab effort and said nobody is working harder than him. Apparently, Mahomes is spending 7 hours a day at the facility rehabbing his knee. 7 hours. Every single day. But here's what Chiefs fans noticed immediately. Reid refused to guarantee Mahomes would be ready for week one. In fact, he repeatedly said things like, "We'll see. Day by day. You don't know." That doesn't sound like a coach who's fully confident his superstar quarterback is ready. That sounds like a coach trying not to create panic. And honestly, maybe panic is justified. Because this isn't just about pain tolerance anymore. This is about explosiveness. Quarterbacks can recover from ACL injuries and still throw footballs. But Mahomes' greatness comes from movement. Those off-platform throws. Those sudden escapes. Those impossible angle changes. That's what made defenses terrified of him for nearly a decade. And if even 15% of that disappears, the Chiefs' offense changes completely. What makes this even more interesting is what Kansas City has quietly been doing behind the scenes. The Chiefs added quarterback depth this offseason. Not flashy depth. Insurance. That tells you the organization understands this recovery might not be simple. Because internally, they know something fans don't want to admit. Mahomes rushing back too early could make things worse. And if he re-injures that knee, the entire AFC changes overnight. But here's where things get complicated. Mahomes himself reportedly believes he'll be ready. And if there's one thing we know about Patrick Mahomes, It's that he hates sitting out. Andy Reid basically admitted that if Mahomes had the choice, he'd probably play immediately. That mentality is part of what made him a superstar. But it's also exactly why the Chiefs' medical staff has to protect him from himself. Because competitive athletes always think they're ready before their bodies truly are. Now imagine the pressure heading into Week 1. Primetime, Chiefs versus Broncos. The entire NFL watching. And suddenly Kansas City has to answer the biggest question in football. Do you play Patrick Mahomes before he's truly Patrick Mahomes again? That decision could define the next 5 years of the franchise. And honestly, that's why this golf video scared people more than it reassured them. Because it reminded everyone how badly the NFL misses Mahomes, while also reminding them how fragile this comeback still is. One swing created hope, but Andy Reid's comments created doubt. And somewhere between those two things is the truth about the Chiefs season. So now the entire football world waits. Will Mahomes make a miracle return? Or are the Chiefs about to enter the most uncertain season of the Mahomes era? Because for the first time in years, Kansas City doesn't look invincible anymore, and the NFL can feel it.